What's going on YouTube? Evan here with Cloud9 Aquariums. Earlier on this week somebody actually sent me a message really curious about how I got my moss to grow in a cool looking little ball without actually buying one of those like moss balls, whatever they're called. Anywho, so I'm going to show you. I like to call this the moss basket, okay? This is a really simple DIY. All you need, if you've ever bought a plant from a fish store, aquarium store, or whatever you want to call them, you probably got one of these before. If you haven't, you're probably going to get ripped off in your plants. So, one of these little guys, obviously you take them out, your plant out of this when you're planting it in your aquarium. I like to save these though because I can do some cool stuff with this. So, all you're going to do is you're going to take one of these, you're going to take a big clump of Java moss or whatever kind of moss you want to put in it. You just smash it on in there and let it. I like to plant it actually, just put a little bit of gravel around the base of it, stick it in the gravel, and let it chill out for a couple weeks. And before you know it, you'll have one of these guys going to town. Now this one's still in process, so it looks a little funky still. And I gotta trim it down, but see how it just grows through it? So it's cool because when you plant it, you surround it with rocks or driftwood or whatever, you get this cool looking little spiky thing of Java moss or whatever kind of moss, and you can trim it down, you can do whatever you want with it, but when it really fills out, it'll turn into a big ball, and I just think it's kind of cool looking, and it actually helps to keep your Java moss from floating all over your tank, because those of you who had Java moss in your tank already probably know that it really likes to spread, and it will just get in some of your other plants and just start taking off here, start taking off there. Next thing you know, you're weeding the whole thing out because you just can't take it anymore. So it's a good way to actually keep your Java moss under control and in the place you left it. Because I tend to find if I just let it free float in the tank, especially with more larger fish that create currents and stuff when they're swimming around stoked about dinner or whatever, they tend to move it from place to place. So I wake up the next morning and it's in the completely opposite end of the tank that I want it to be in, and smothering out my baby tears or whatever. So it's just one little cool thing I'd like to do, called the moss basket, or I don't know, something cool like that. Alright y'all, so happy St. Patrick's Day. Hope this helped you out. Let me know how it goes for you. Send me some pictures, comments, blah blah blah. Got any questions about it or anything else, let me know. As always, subscribe if you haven't yet. Me and my DIYs, they just keep happening, guys. They just keep happening. Alright, so hope this helps you out, brings your fish tank a little closer to Cloud9.